Jericho on the wing, passing off Jericho down the right wing, as he so often does. Cross comes in, Paxi, safe, no, deflected in, Paxi scores down the Peruvian
Argentina,
wall, scores the first goal for Argentina.
Peru will have to attack
to break
now
the deadlock
if they want to make it
crosses
to the
final.
final.
Elizardo takes the ball down. Elizardo breaks the tackle, dribbles the keeper, put Argentina through to the quarters. Cross comes in. For just China with the ball in midfield, putting the ball through on the right wing, attacking down the right wing. Here we go, China for the win, for the final. Hero of Sweden, the goalkeeper makes the save, but the Swedes will surely be feeling nervous. China has won twice in extra time. They've got the ultimate stamina, but here goes Isaacson down the Swedish right flank, crossing in. Blomqvist, the tournament's top goal scorer, puts Sweden through to the World Cup final. Such late drama, China winning twice with golden goals, but Blomqvist with the final say, the final action of the match, putting Sweden through to the World Cup final in the most dramatic fashion. If you haven't gathered already, this is coverage of the Under-21 Managerzone 2020 World Cup with your host, the Grigster. We have on screen here in this Google Docs Excel sheet thing all the relevant statistics about the past results. So we can see we've got Sweden playing Argentina, a 6-time tournament winner versus a 5 times. Argentina was the most recent winner of the World Cup out of the two, winning in 2016. They've also got Confederation Cup trophies from 2015, 17, 18, and 19. Sweden, on the other hand, won in 2008, a little bit out of a blue. And then apart from that, they've also had a second win in 2012, and then they've won the European Championships in 2013, 16, 17, and 18. 2018, notably coming back from 4-0 down to beat Poland 5-4. We've got how they've managed to get here. So Argentina with a loss and a draw. Both teams had quite difficult qualification groups. So England was eliminated from the group Argentina was in, whereas Germany was eliminated from the group that Sweden was in, but that's the kind of thing that happens when you have fully randomized groups. The other thing to mention, I think, will be the last 4 tournaments. So we have Argentina, they've won one of those tournaments, they finished 3rd, quarterfinal, and round of 16. So at under-21 level, Argentina performing very well in recent history, whereas Sweden, quite the opposite. They've had 1 round of 16 appearance, they've been twice eliminated from the group stages, including one of those is a European Championships, which is the earliest you can be eliminated. And there was one last year's World Cup, they did not qualify. They were eliminated on the final round of games to Denmark. Denmark needing to win by 4 goals in their final game, and in fact won 5-1 against Sweden, which sent Denmark into the World Cup instead of Sweden. A little bit about what we can expect from both teams. So Sweden, we expect them to line up with a double winger, single striker. I think they will play 5 at the back. I think they will guard against wing play. We can see on this screen, so the first thing to note is Blomqvist and Che. 13 goals to Blomqvist, 11 goals for Che. You can see that they have used 23 players so far in the tournament. However, a lot of these players have only played the game against Ireland, which if we go back to the spreadsheet is here. This is the only game in the tournament so far that they played a short passing tactic. I think it was just because they didn't want to pick up any yellow or red cards for their players. You'll note, so a lot of big victories early on in the tournament cycle for Sweden. However, recently Spain gave them a lot of trouble, only winning 2-1, and so did You can see here, first knockout stage 8-2, second 2-1. Spain actually with more shots on target. However, Blomqvist he's been a substitute the entire tournament and he's leading the goal scoring. He's been super effective. So if you don't make the most of your opportunities, you can be sure Sweden's going to score at least 2 goals. I feel pretty safe in saying that. Between Jos Che and Albin Blomqvist. So we're going to definitely expect double wingers, single striker, probably 5 at the back. If we look at Argentina, they've mixed it up a little bit more, but the last 2 games, which was by far their 2 most successful games of the tournament, they've gone to wing, so I wouldn't be surprised if they stuck with a wing tactic. This game, Ecuador, round of 16, took a 90th minute stoppage time winner, which was featured in the intro to progress there. So I'm not 100% sure. You can see here they've used 23 players in the World Cup so far. Some of these guys have played 2 games, which would indicate they've played short passing in a couple of games. Slightly more of a spread of goal scorers, a lot less goals being scored by Argentina. So I wouldn't be surprised. Argentina, at minimum, I would expect to start wings and maybe go to short passing. I think we'll see, if Argentina is losing, I think we'll see both wings and short passing being played. Whereas for Sweden, I think it's going to be wing plays all the way. This is a semi-final. They actually won in the 95th minute. Pretty unbelievable. Anyway, that is going to be your wrap-up of all these statistics and things. We are now going to look back at the only time Argentina and Sweden have met in tournament play in the history of Managerzone. It is the 2016 semi-final of the Under-21 World Cup. Relatively even game so far, but here's Isaacson down the left wing, passing to Karlberg, who gets the shot off, but it's saved by Law. Sweden perhaps starting to turn the tide here. Argentina winning the ball in midfield. Socorro is through. Kalander. That Swedish central defense too fast for the Argentines to really get all the way through on goal. Here is Hock from the right wing passing to Tinglov. Tinglov now. Shot saved by Law. Ambitious from about 20 yards out there from the Swedes. Here's Claesson for Sweden winning the ball back in midfield, passing straight to Isaacson. Isaacson, corralled, crosses, gets it to Hock. It's a free kick, goes to Claesson. Argentina having to resort to some fouls here. Sweden just on top for the moment. Here's Isaacson. Isaacson, cross, Karlberg. Tackled and cleared by the Argentines. Ball comes straight back though. Here's Tinglov. Tinglov! Shot is saved by the keeper there. Hanning tries. Can't tackle Librado. Here's Abayaz. Abayaz now. Passing backwards for Servando. Servando, the defender. Back to the wing back. Ulizes. Ulizes forward for Socorro. Socorro for Marquez. Intercept by Hock. Hock now. The Swedes well on top. Just for the moment. Tackled by Marquez. Tackled back by Hock. Here goes Sweden again. Surely this time. Ooh, Tinglov. Missing from inside the box there. Law with the goal kick. Argentina need something to fight with. Here's Librado. Ooh, Tinglov. The striker committing the foul against the defensive midfielder. Librado. Free kick goes long, searching for and finding Teodoro! That's a goal against the run of play. Argentina go up 1-0. Sweden still dominating possession, but not creating too many chances. Karlberg wins it in midfield, drives the ball forward, passes wide for Hock. Hock now, will he cross it in? I think he might here. He's in crossing position, gets it. Intercepted by Argentina. Karlberg with a tackle and a shot. Law with the save. Sweden still on top despite being a goal down. That goal well and truly against the run of play. Here's Kolander. His ball doesn't find his winger. Here is Librado for Argentina. The Swedish defense is a little outnumbered here. Olofsson and Teodoro. Olofsson, there's a foul. That's a penalty and it's a red card. Will that turn the tide of the game? Olofsson, the red card. Here comes the penalty. Slowly. Oh, the player, Olofsson, I don't know if the card was for the foul or for kicking the ball away. Teodoro will take the penalty. He has to go fetch the ball because we don't have ball boys back in 2016. In 2016. Teodoro with the penalty shot. Saved by Bergfeldt. The replay of the red card. Here's Teodoro being put through Olofsson. I don't think there's much arguing with that. Teodoro was through completely on goal. Olofsson, I don't know what he was thinking. A bit of a brain fart there. Bit of a brain fade from the defender. It's going to put Sweden in a very precarious position. Still 1-0 as the penalty missed. Sweden winning the ball in midfield with just 10 men now that Olofsson is been sent to the showers. Here's Tinglov now. Tinglov, corralled by Kraft. Tinglov's shot is saved by Law, the Argentine goalkeeper. Goal kick finds Socorro. Socorro draws the defender Kolander. Finds Teodoro. Teodoro! It's 2-0, and that is surely game. Argentina with one foot in the final. 10-man Sweden. What can you do at this point? The set now. Sweden need to get a wriggle on. 2 goals. They've only got 10 men though. It's going to be very difficult. Segundo with a wonderful tackle for Argentina. Servando. Tinglov. Surely the last chance. They have to score here. Passes to Danielson. Saved by Law. I think it will end 2-0 to Argentina. These two great nations going to battle for the first time. I wonder how Olofsson, the Swedish defender that picked up the red card, will be feeling. Hopefully, I hope he's left the stadium because his teammates cannot be too happy. And that's it. Argentina, the inevitable after the red card. Sweden, as you can see, still managing to get more shots off and more shots on target. But despite that, the red card turned the game in favor for Argentina, who emerged victorious here in the 2016 semi-final. They will be going on to the final in just a couple of days' time.
And now, the national anthem of Argentina. Now, for the national anthem of Sweden. Hello and welcome to the 2020 Under-21 World Cup final. We have Sweden and Argentina. I'm your commentator, De Grigster, featuring special comments from your commentator, De Grigster. This is a little bit of a solo effort. We have the start of the game. We're just going to get the settings all set up there. And let's get rid of... We have person with the ball now for Sweden, getting into the box, crossing, trying to find Che, does not. Bermudez now, running the ball out of defense for Argentina. Bermudez, passing backwards, intercepted by Che. Che, into the box! Saved by Yuluxo. Yuluxo's goal kick. Only as far as Helsing, in the middle of the park. Intercepted by Abar. Here's Ostagi for Argentina. Ostagi to Lop. Lop now. Finding Elizardo. Elizardo through on goal. But it's saved by Hira, the goalkeeper. Hira goes forward. Here's Persson. Persson out wide to Backstrom, the winger, but he is tackled. In turn, tackled again. So Backstrom winning the ball. Here goes Backstrom. Down the flank. Crossing. Che. Saved by Yuluxu again. Plenty of action in the opening minutes here. We have Patsy. Patsy passing the ball. If intercepts. If to Person. Person tackled by Maldonado. Maldonado now for Argentina. Crossing the ball in. Getting it to Ostagi. Shots! Is high and wide. Not of sufficient standard that would be expecting of international competition. Here's Hira. Goal kick intercepted by Lop. Free kick given away by the striker Che. Lop now to take the free kick for Argentina. Going forward. Finding Ostagi. Ostagi avoids a tackle. Into the box but saved once again by Hira. Hira now, his defense not doing too well so far. Here's Maldonado passing backwards. Finding Lop. Lop for Ostagi. Intercept by Karlstedt. Karlstedt to Belka. Belka down to Person. Person is tackled by Maldonado yet again. Maldonado having a good game. And now it's Paxi through. Paxi! Once again wide from the Argentines, but they are starting to get on top here. Hira's goal kick for Sweden. Gets it to Person in midfield. Person trying to find Che. Does not. Lop interception. Lop for Ostagi. Ostagi from the middle of the park. Tackled by the Swedish defender if his clearance doesn't get far. Here's Paxi again. Looking dangerous here. Paxi passing for Ostagi. Will Ostagi get there? He does. Dribbling into the box. Shot. Goal! The opening goal in the 2020 World Cup final goes to Argentina. Here's if going to his fellow central defender Karlstedt. Argentina winning the ball. Here's a Lop. Lop looking dangerous. Lop past a couple of defenders. Hira with the save. Sweden's defense looking very shaky early. Argentina's strikers are just waltzing into the box. But here's Person. Speaking of waltzing into the box, Person into the box. Person taking a shot. And Person's shot goes into about the third stand there. Very high and very wide. Yoluxu with the goal kick. Gets it to Elizardo. Here's Abar. Abar not finding his man. Backstrom, we have a throw-in taken by Simon, the left wing defender for Argentina. Gets it to Abar. Abar's tackled by Person. Person, the right midfielder. Person dribbles. Trying to find Helsing, I think, but it's intercepted by Lop. A poor pass there. Elizardo gets the ball. Elizardo from halfway. Elizardo, a magnificent run, ending with a magnificent save. It's out for a corner there. Up on screen for you now, we have the tackle and interceptions map. Using this map, we can see roughly where Argentina is getting on top, and you can see here. So Sweden is attacking along the top side, their right wing, and when they're getting the ball there, which has been very rare, they are getting crosses in. However, Argentina is dominating their left central midfield area. Maldonado in particular, the left centre-back, is doing a very good job of tackling the Swedish players, in particular Persson. And what this means is that Argentina's winning the ball sort of left central midfield for them and moving it a little bit down the right-hand side. Their two goals have come sort of slightly right of center. You can see a couple of turnovers here, Sweden winning the ball back. But generally speaking, what will happen is if Sweden wins the ball back, Sweden's left of center, Argentina's right of center. Sweden is trying to move the ball to this right wing, but they're being blocked off in this left central midfield for Argentina, right central midfield for Sweden. We are back to live action with Lop now, taking the corner. Corner comes in, looking for Ostagi. Excellent reflexes by Hira. Ostagi pretty much shot the ball straight at the keeper, but managed to not only save, but hold on to a very short-range shot there. Here's Pinola. Pinola for Argentina, the right wing back. Crossing the ball in, finding Paxi, who is fouled by Sweden. Lob will take this free kick, so once again, Argentina winning the ball in the center of the field. Lob's free kick for Ostagi. Ostagi might be through here. Ostagi trying to find his striking partner in Paxi, but does not. Backstrom crossing the ball well back into the defense. Here's Elizardo with the intercept. Elizardo. Shot saved by Hira. Hira now. His goal kick is intercepted. Ends up with Ostagi. Ostagi, ball intercepted by Helsing. Helsing gets it out to Backstrom. Backstrom down the right wing. Back to Belka. Forward to Persson. Persson tackled, fouled by Maldonado. Persson will take the free kick, and it looks like, yes, Sweden swapping strategy, going to attack down the left flank and hope that provides them with a better result. Pinola with the tackle. Pinola going down Argentina's right flank, getting the ball into the middle, finding Lop. Ostagi for Paxi, but it's taken by Elizardo. He's tackled by If to Persson. Persson now, past the first tackler. Persson doesn't take on the second. Kicks it, and it's out of bounds. Pinola. Pinola's throw in. Does not find his teammate. Persson instead with the intercept. Persson back to Helsing. Helsing forward. Che now. Che, the tournament's second top goal scorer, kicking his shot straight into the goalkeeper. Paxi. His pass intercepted by Belka. Here's Backstrom, the winger, in for Persson. Persson now. Some nice interplay here. Falgren. Cross coming in. Che. No. Tackled. Ball is cleared. Here's Paxi for Argentina. Tackled by Belka. In turn tackled by Ostagi. Lop ends up with it. His pass intercepted by Che. Ball intercepted by Lop. Paxi in the middle of the park. Paxi for Abar. Abar for Argentina now. Abar getting to Paxi. Getting to Elizardo. Elizardo putting Ostagi through. Ostagi! Hira with another save there. Hira's goal kick. Intercept by Abar. Here's Elizardo. Here's Ostagi. Tackled by Belka. Belka for Persson. Persson tackled by Lop. Lop winning the ball in midfield. Trying to find Abar and does. Abar's ball for Ostagi. Instead finding Lop. Lop through on goal again. Lop! It's not his role to get through on goal like that, but he's created a couple of chances. Sweden's defense not really set up for this Argentinian defense. Here's Persson in midfield. His ball intercepted by Pinola down to Lop. Here's Elizardo for Ostagi. Ball intercept by Belka. Belka for Backstrom. Backstrom tackled by Pinola. Pinola dribbling into space for Argentina. Pinola's ball intercepted by If Bermudez and Lop. Lop for Argentina in midfield. Elizardo for Paxi. Intercepted by Stromquist. Stromquist for Persson. Doesn't find him. Instead finding Lop. Lop putting Elizardo through. Elizardo might be through on goal. He is! And it's a goal! And it's Argentina up 2-0. The upset might be on here. Argentina going in as slight underdogs to Sweden's unbelievably impressive run. Argentina have played themselves into the tournament nicely. Here's Abar winning the ball in midfield, finding a lob. Lob for Bermudez. Bermudez going for a bit of a run. The right central defender going for a bit of a run. Bermudez in for Paxi. Does not find him though. Stromquist with the interception. Stromquist now himself going for a bit of a run. And that is half time. Sweden will have to change something because what they're trying is just simply not working. Argentina up 2-0. So for our halftime statistic, we're going to look at some heat maps so you can see where the ball is spending time on the field and maybe understand the effect of the Swedish switching to the opposite wing. So on these heat maps, red means the ball is spending a lot of time in that part of the pitch. The parts are up here, if you are wondering. Argentina going to the right, Sweden going to the left. What you can see overall in the first half, the ball mostly spending time in the Argentine half of the pitch, which is what this number down here is, the 22 minutes 36 seconds, compared to in Sweden's attacking half for just 17 minutes and 46 seconds. Before the Swedish switched their attacking wing though, the ball was spending almost twice as much time in Argentina's attack, particularly in and around the box area. What we will see is Sweden really struggling to keep the ball, or to get the ball to their wingers, which is denoted by this sort of a very lightish greenish yellow color. You can see more of the ball ending up, in fact, in the Swedish attacking midfield and box areas, as we saw from the tackle graphic earlier, halfway through the first half, or the Argentinian interceptions and tackles occurring before the Swedish could get the ball to their wingers. Argentina, and this is the result of Argentina attacking down the opposite side with short passing, whereas after the switch, we have Argentina and Sweden basically attacking both on the bottom side, so to speak. You can see a little bit more time, the ball spending a little bit more time on the Swedish wing, as is designed by the Swedish tactics. You can see a little bit less time in the Swedish box area, but that really just means so if you see a lot of time in the Swedish box area before the switch, that means they're getting more opportunities are being created via interceptions in midfield and then the ball being short passed forward. Whereas you see less time being spent Swedish box here, more time on the wing. That means the tactic is actually working as designed. The Swedes are getting the ball to the wing. The ball is being run down the wing and then crossed in. There's less. These numbers are generally lower because there was only for about 10 minutes of the last 10 minutes of the first half. Or actually the last 15 minutes. I can just add these two numbers together. Last 15 minutes of the first half, we had Sweden and Argentina attacking the same portion of the field. You can also see Argentina getting less ball in the attacking area, also as a result of Sweden being able to clear the ball out of defense much easier and not having it turned over in midfield as was happening before the switch. Anyway, we're going to head back into the game for the second half. The players coming out for the second half. What do Sweden have up their sleeve? Changing their attacking wing was proved effective, but Argentina have 2 goals up. That's going to be hard to chase down. Here's Pinola with a throw-in. Throws it into Lop. Lop goes backwards. Bermudez. Bermudez backwards again. Totocoxe. Totocoxe back for Maldonado. Maldonado now dribbling the ball forward from central defense. Trying to find Elizardo. Instead, Lop ends up with it. Patsy. Ostagi might be through here. Ostagi. Ooh, Stromquist with a strong tackle there. Stromquist dribbling the ball forward, finding Falgren. Falgren, the support winger, goes inside, can't find Helsing. Intercept Elizardo. Elizardo to Ostagi. Ostagi catches the Swedish central defenders too far high up again. Ostagi's shot is well and truly high. Would be lucky, or actually would be a rugby score there. Anyway, here's Helsing. Helsing going for Che. Does not find him. If forward, finds Persson. Persson, the midfielder, can't find Che. Intercept Totokokse to Paxi. Paxi, he is tackled. The ball is scrambled to the wing, but Bermudez intercepts. Bermudez to Abar, to Lop. Lop now. Lop trying to set up one of his teammates. Fails to do so. Ostagi gets a clearance. If intercepts the ball though. Persson for Falgren. Intercept by Pinola. Pinola for Lop. Lop now dribbles past Belka. Ostagi. Paxi. Paxi's through here. Saved by Hira. Hira's goal kick. The ball makes its way to the wing, but Pinola's there once again to get the intercept. Pinola's ball. Paxi runs back for it and collects. Paxi past two defenders. Paxi lays it off for Ostagi. Ostagi's shot is saved by Hira. Hira's goal kick. Intercept by Abar. Elizardo. Ostagi. Ostagi avoid. No, he doesn't avoid the tackle from Belka. Belka clears, trying to find Backstrom and does. Backstrom avoids the Pinola tackle. Backstrom down the wing. His cross intercept by Totokoksi, but his pass is intercept by Pearson. Bermudez with a tackle. Che tackles him. Che's shot is saved by Yoluxo. His goal kick finds his teammate Abar. Abar. Pass cleared by Belka. Here's Backstrom down the left wing. Backstrom. His cross finding Sjöberg. Sjöberg for Che. Will he get there? He will. Totokokse is running around in circles. Che. Totokokse with the saving tackle. Lob to Paxi. Paxi's tackled by If. Here's Persson. Persson now. I think he's through on goal here. Persson. He is. Persson. Crosses. Che. Saved by Yoluxo. Sweden looking more attacking, but also Argentina still not being stopped. And Helsing commits a foul against Abar. We're going to see a triple substitution for Sweden. And we're going to see a triple substitution also for Argentina. Will these substitutions change the game? It looks like Sweden staying in formation. Argentina going to switch their wing strategy. Argentina is going to attack down the opposite wing to Sweden's. Now ball in from the goal kick. If's header. Rufo, one of the substitutes, with a shot on target, saved by Hira. Finding Blomqvist, the tournament's top goal scorer, is on the field now. Ball eventually goes wide. Sjöberg, the wing back. It's eventually cleared to the Argentine wing. Cordero in for Abar, tackled by Helsing. Maldonado will clean up possession. Sjöberg, Blomqvist for Persson, intercept by Maldonado. Cordero for Argentina. Cordero finds Elizardo is tackled. Here's Stromquist. His pass does not find his man Helsing with a tackle though. He turns it straight back over. Maldonado. Eventually Belka with a tackle for Sweden. It ends up with Persson, his cross for If, the central defender. That was dangerous. Argentina wins the ball back. Here's Elizardo. It's 3-0. That strategy change for Argentina works. Winning the ball in the middle of the park. Scoring their third goal. You would have to say it looks like curtains for Sweden. Argentina have one hand on the trophy. Sweden will be trying to channel 2018 when they came back from 4-0 down against, I believe it was Poland off the top of my head. Sweden trying to go down the flank. Here's Kullgren. Kullgren now crosses for Blomqvist. He's tackled by Totakokse. The ball is cleared to intercepted by Sjoberg, but Cordero with a tackle. Cordero for Elizardo. Elizardo chased down by Stromquist. He can't get there. Elizardo! Elizardo looks like being the game breaker, the match winner. From the goal kick though, the ball ends up with Sjoberg. Sjoberg, one of the defenders running forward. Blomqvist. His shot is saved by Yoluxu. I don't think the Swedish strategy is quite set up to that, but you've got to try to score. You've got to dribble forward. Stromquist with the ball in midfield, going for Persson. Persson now, will he cut the ball inside? He tries to, finding Helsing. Helsing finds Blomqvist. Blomqvist, the tournament's golden boot top scorer. One shot, two shots, both saved by Yoluxu. Totakokse with the clearance. Cordero is tackled by Sjoberg. Sjoberg setting up the play again. He's having a good game since coming on. Maldonado with a tackle and a clearance. Cordero down the left flank for Argentina. Cordero, if his header, it's Rufo. It's Rufo, it's 4-0. Rufo, if there was any doubt, scores a fourth goal. That is the second from a misdirected header by the defense. If we'll be wondering what would happen if he had trained heading, although if you listen to some top managers, they say it doesn't make a difference. Here's Persson now. They need 4 goals to send it to extra time. I don't think it's gonna happen. Cordero, I think they're dancing in the streets in Argentina. Probably the tango, or maybe I shouldn't make an assumption like that. Maldonado wins the ball. Here's Rufo. Rufo trying to find Elizardo and does. Elizardo's got Rufo inside, but they elect to hold possession. Ball back to Valero. Valero for Cordero. Cordero avoids the tackle from Sjoberg. Cordero's cross! Rufo, maybe he's thinking he can win the golden boot. I think he needs another 5 or 6 goals though. Persson, Karlstedt, Isaacson, back to Rufo, another pass backwards. Stromquist, Blomqvist. Here's Maldonado, Quist. Persson tackles him though. Tries to get it to the wing. Once again dealt with by the Argentinians. Or is it? Persson picks up a loose ball. Persson dribbles forward. Tries to find Blomqvist. And does. Avoids a tackle. Blomqvist. No! Blomqvist again. Out of bounds. Well, Argentina, you can celebrate a spectacular victory for them in the final. Sweden will be ruining being so predictable. Argentina, they did play a strategy like this earlier in the tournament. Sweden stuck to, well, the same strategy that they used essentially in every game, bar one. And while it did get them all the way, and it did get them a string of impressive victories, the Under-21 2020 World Cup will go to Argentina, continuing their hit streak of 50%. 50% of tournaments, international Under-21 tournaments in the last 5 years, Argentina has entered and won. Rather impressive. Anyway, that will be all from me. Your commentator, the Grigster. That second half actually went really fast. Elizardo, man of the match, golden boot, Blomqvist, although I don't think he will be celebrating that too much.